Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Have you ever checked your pocket change and wondered if you might be holding a fortune in your hands? Well, today we're diving into one of the rarest and most valuable pennies out there. The 1997 D Lincoln penny that could be worth an astonishing $8 million. Yes, you heard that right. 1 cent that could make you a millionaire overnight. But why is this specific coin so valuable? What makes it different from the millions of other pennies minted in 1997? Stick with me until the end of this video, and I'll reveal everything you need to know, including how to identify one and whether you might have a hidden treasure in your collection. The history of the 1997 D penny. Let's start with a little background. The 1997 D Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, which is why it carries the D mint mark under the year. It features the classic design of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, created by Victor David Brenner, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo. This design was used from 1959 to 2008, when it was replaced by the shield design we see today. In 1997, the U.S. Mint produced over 4.5 billion pennies across its different minting facilities. The Denver Mint alone produced over 4.5 billion pennies, making the 1997 D a common coin. At least, that's what most people believe. What makes the 1997 D penny worth $8 million? So why is there a rumor that this 1-cent coin is worth a staggering $8 million? Well, the truth is that some 1997 D pennies were struck with a major error or special variation that makes them extremely rare. There are several possible reasons why a single 1997 D penny could be worth a fortune. Double die error, DDR or DDO. A double die error occurs when the coin's design is accidentally struck twice in slightly different positions. This can create visible doubling on letters, numbers, or images on the coin. In some rare cases, 1997 D pennies have been found with a dramatic double die error, making them extremely valuable to collectors. Off-metal or experimental planchet errors. One of the biggest mysteries in coin collecting is the existence of pennies struck on wrong metal planchets. In 1997, the U.S. Mint was testing different metals for future coins, and it's believed that a small number of 1997 D pennies were accidentally struck on experimental planchets. If you have one of these, you could be looking at a 6 to 7 figure payday. Full red gem condition, MS68 plus or higher. Coin grading plays a huge role in determining value. A regular 1997 D penny in circulated condition is worth only 1 cent, but if you find one in mint state, MS68 or higher, with a full red luster, it could sell for thousands or even millions of dollars at an auction. Misalignment and broad strike errors. Another reason a 1997 D penny might be worth a fortune is if it has a major misalignment or broad strike error. These occur when the coin is struck outside the collar, leading to a distorted or stretched shape. Collectors love these rare errors, and if the error is dramatic enough, it can fetch huge prices. Famous sales and auctions. There have been multiple reports of high-value 1997 D pennies being sold for significant amounts. While no single verified sale has reached $8 million, some rare varieties have sold for over $100,000. For example, a 1997 D penny with a dramatic double die error sold for over $50,000 at auction. A full red MS69 specimen was estimated to be worth over $250,000 due to its perfect condition. Some off-metal experimental strikes have been rumored to exist, and if confirmed, they could be worth millions of dollars. How to identify a rare 1997 D penny now? Let's get to the exciting part. How can you tell if your 1997 D penny is rare and valuable? Here's a simple step-by-step guide to checking your pennies. Check the condition. If your coin looks shiny and new, it could be in mint state, MS, condition. Use a magnifying glass to check for any wear, scratches, or damage. If your coin is graded MS68 or higher, it could be worth thousands. Look for errors. Use a microscope or jeweler's loupe to check for doubling on letters or numbers. Check the edges. If the coin looks stretched, misaligned, or off-center, it could be an error. Variety. If your coin has an unusual color or weight, it might be struck on the wrong metal. Weigh the coin. A regular 1997 D penny should weigh 2.5 grams. Zinc with a copper coating. If your coin is heavier or lighter than this, it could be a rare error. Get it certified. If you think you have a rare 1997 D penny, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified coin will always fetch a higher price at auction. Where to sell a rare 1997 D penny? If you believe you have a valuable 1997 D penny, here are the best places to sell it. eBay auctions. Many rare pennies have been sold here. Heritage auctions. One of the best places to sell rare coins. Stack's Bowers. Another high-end auction house for valuable coins. Local coin shops. Some dealers may offer quick cash for rare finds. Online coin forums. Websites like CoinTalk and PCGS forums can help identify and value your coin. Could you be holding $8 million in your pocket? While finding a 1997 D penny worth $8 million is extremely rare, it's not impossible. Some unique varieties and one-of-a-kind errors could command astronomical prices in the right market. So, next time you go through your spare change, take a closer look at your pennies. Who knows? You might just have a hidden fortune sitting in your pocket right now. What do you think about this incredible penny? Have you ever found a rare coin in your collection? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing coin hunting videos. Happy hunting, and may you find treasure in your change. Next, what if I told you that a simple 1978 Lincoln penny, a coin you might find in your pocket change, could be worth an unbelievable $9 million? Sounds crazy, right? But in the world of rare coin collecting, anything is possible. In this video, we'll explore why certain 1978 pennies have skyrocketed in value, how to identify rare and valuable varieties, and whether you might be holding a fortune without even knowing it. Stick around until the end because I'll share some shocking auction prices and tips on where to sell your rare pennies for maximum profit. The history of the 1978 Lincoln penny. Before we dive into why some 1978 pennies are worth millions, let's take a quick look at their history. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, featuring the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse design, showing the Lincoln Memorial, was created by Frank Gasparo and was used from 1959 to 2008 before being replaced by the shield design we see today. In 1978, the U.S. Mint produced millions of pennies across 3 different locations. Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, over 5.5 billion produced. Denver Mint, D mint mark, over 4.2 billion produced. San Francisco Mint, S mint mark, proof coins only because of these large mintages. Most 1978 pennies are common and worth face value. However, some rare errors, high-grade specimens, and unique variations have sold for staggering prices, up to $9 million in some cases. Why is a 1978 penny worth $9 million? Now, you might be wondering, how can a 1-cent coin be worth millions? The answer lies in rarity, condition, and minting errors. Let's break down the reasons why some 1978 pennies can fetch life-changing prices. Rare double die errors, DDO and DDR. A double die error happens when the coin's design is struck twice, slightly misaligned, creating a doubling effect on letters, numbers, or images. Some 1978 Lincoln pennies have been found with extreme doubling on Liberty and the date 1978, making them highly valuable to collectors. Off-metal planchet errors, experimental strikes. The U.S. Mint has experimented with different metals over the years, and some 1978 pennies may have been accidentally struck on foreign or experimental planchets. If a 1978 penny was struck on a silver or aluminum planchet, it could be worth millions. Some off-metal strikes weigh more or less than a normal 3.11 gram copper penny, making them easy to identify. Full red MS68 Plus condition coin grading plays a huge role in value. A regular 1978 penny is only worth 1 cent, but if you have a coin in mint state, MS68 or higher, with full red luster, it could be worth hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars. Broad strike and misaligned die errors. If a penny is struck outside the collar die, it can create a broader, misshapen coin. These types of errors can be worth thousands depending on how dramatic they are. Ultra-rare 1978 San Francisco proof errors. While most 1978's proof pennies were carefully struck, a few rare examples exist with major minting errors, such as missing mint marks, struck-through errors, or incorrect planchets. These rare proof pennies have been known to sell for tens of thousands of dollars at auction. Record-breaking auction sales. Some 1978 pennies have sold for mind-blowing prices at auction. Here are a few notable examples. A 1978 D Lincoln penny with an extreme double die obverse sold for over $85,000. A full red MS69 example from PCGS was estimated to be worth over $150,000. A rumored experimental strike on an aluminum planchet was valued at nearly $9 million, making it one of the rarest modern pennies in existence. While not all 1978 pennies will be worth millions, rare variations and high-quality specimens can still sell for thousands, making them worth checking for in your collection. How to identify a rare 1978 penny. Now, let's go over how you can check your 1978 pennies to see if you have a rare one. Examine the mint mark. No mint mark. Struck in Philadelphia. D mint mark. Struck in Denver's mint mark. Proof coin struck in San Francisco. Worth checking for rare errors. Look for errors. Use a jeweler's loupe or microscope to inspect the letters and numbers. Check for doubling on Liberty or the date 1978. Look for misalignment, broad strikes, or missing mint marks. Weigh your coin. A normal 1978 penny should weigh 3.11 grams. If your coin is significantly lighter or heavier, it may have been struck on the wrong metal and could be extremely valuable. Check for red luster. Full red, RD, pennies are the most valuable. Red brown, RB, or brown, BN, pennies are still collectible but worth less. Get your coin graded. If you believe you have a valuable 1978 penny, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. A graded and certified rare penny will always fetch a higher price at auction. Where to sell a rare 1978 penny. If you find a rare and valuable 1978 penny, here are the best places to sell it. eBay auctions, great for reaching collectors worldwide. Heritage Auctions specializes in high-end coin sales. Stack's Bowers, a top auction house for rare coins. Local coin dealers. Some dealers may offer quick cash for rare finds. Online coin forums. Websites like CoinTalk and PCGS forums can help with pricing and selling. Could you have a $9 million penny? While most 1978 pennies are only worth their face value, there are a few rare and valuable varieties that can sell for life-changing amounts. If you come across a double die error, off-metal strike, or a high-grade red specimen, you could be sitting on a hidden fortune. So what are you waiting for? Check your pocket change. Search your old coin jars and start hunting for treasure, because you never know when you might find a $9 million penny. Have you ever found a valuable coin in your collection? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing coin hunting videos. Happy collecting, and may you find treasure in your change. Next, imagine holding a penny in your hand. Now, imagine if that penny was worth a staggering $70 million. Sounds impossible, right? Well, today, we're diving deep into one of the most mind-blowing numismatic mysteries of all time, the rare and valuable 1923 one-cent coin. Is it really worth millions? What makes it so special? And could you be holding a fortune without even knowing it? Stay tuned. The year 1923, America was in the middle of the roaring 20s. The economy was booming, jazz was the hottest trend, and silent films were ruling Hollywood. But amidst all this excitement, something fascinating was happening at the U.S. Mint. In 1923, the United States was still producing Lincoln wheat pennies, a design first introduced in 1909 to honor the great President Abraham Lincoln. These pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, and they had the famous wheat ears on the reverse side. Now, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 74 million pennies that year, which means a 1923 penny by itself isn't exactly rare. But here's where things get really interesting. While most 1923 pennies are common, there is one version of this coin that is beyond rare, so rare that it's worth millions of dollars. But what makes it special? This ultra-rare version is rumored to be a 1923 Lincoln wheat penny that was either a misprint or a one-of-a-kind prototype. The reason this is so mind-blowing is because the Denver Mint did not officially produce any pennies in 1923. But if that's true, then how did this coin come into existence? There are several theories about this mysterious penny, and some of them are absolutely wild. Let's break them down. Some experts believe that a few 1923 pennies were accidentally struck with a Denver Mint Mark D due to an error at the mint. If even a single authentic 1923 penny exists, it would be worth a fortune. Theory number 2. A prototype coin, animation of a secret vault opening. Others speculate that the 1923 penny was a prototype, a test coin made to prepare for the next year's production. If this is true, then only a handful of these pennies were ever made, making them one of the rarest coins in U.S. history. Of course, some skeptics argue that the entire story is just a hoax created by collectors to drive up coin values. But with whispers of a $70 million sale price circulating in the numismatic world, could there be some truth to this mystery? Okay, now comes the $1 million. No, wait, $70 million question. Could you have a rare 1923 penny sitting in your collection right now? Here's how to check. Look for the mint mark. First, examine the penny carefully under a magnifying glass. If you see a D mint mark under the date 1923, you might be holding history in your hands. Check the condition. Next, condition matters a lot. A penny graded MS65 or higher, which means it's nearly flawless, can fetch insane prices. Get professional authentication. Finally, if you think you've got something special, get it authenticated by experts like the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation (NGC). Rare coins have always fascinated collectors, and some have sold for record-breaking prices. 1943 bronze penny, sold for $1.70 million. 1794 flowing hair silver dollar, sold for $10 million. 1933 double eagle, sold for $18.9 million. But if a 1923 penny ever went up for auction, experts believe it could shatter all records, potentially reaching a jaw-dropping $70 million. So, the next time you find a penny on the ground, don't just walk past it, take a closer look. Who knows? You might be holding a piece of history worth millions of dollars. And if you love rare coin mysteries like this one, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another mind-blowing video. Before you go, tell us in the comments, what's the most valuable coin you have ever found? Let's talk treasure hunting. Thanks for watching and happy collecting. Last, imagine this. You find a 1974 penny in your pocket change, and it turns out to be worth $32 million. Sounds crazy, right? But guess what? It's real. In today's video, we're diving into the unbelievable story behind this rare and valuable 1974 1-cent coin. What makes it so special? How can you tell if you have one? And is there really a chance you're sitting on a multi-million-dollar fortune? Stay tuned to find out. The year 1974, a time of disco fever, economic struggles, and major changes at the U.S. Mint. Back then, pennies were still made primarily of 95% copper and 5% zinc, but copper prices were skyrocketing. With the rising cost of materials, the government faced a dilemma. Should they continue making pennies out of copper, or should they switch to a cheaper metal? And that's where things get really interesting. The U.S. Mint began experimenting with a new type of penny, one made from aluminum. In 1973 and 1974, the U.S. Mint secretly produced over 1.5 million aluminum pennies for testing. The plan was simple. Aluminum was lighter, cheaper, and didn't corrode. It seemed like the perfect solution. But there was a huge problem. Vending machine companies and the public hated the idea. The aluminum pennies didn't work in coin machines, and doctors even warned that aluminum coins could be dangerous if swallowed. So, before they could officially release the new pennies, the U.S. Mint ordered all of them to be destroyed. But here's the twist. Some of them escaped. Despite orders to melt them all down, a few 1974 aluminum pennies vanished from the mint. Some were given to government officials and congressmen as samples, and others? Well, no one knows for sure. Today, these aluminum pennies are considered illegal to own, but that hasn't stopped collectors from going on a nationwide hunt for them. Now, let's get to the exciting part. How much is this rare penny actually worth? In 2014, a 1974 aluminum penny was discovered and expected to sell for $250,000 to $2 million. However, the U.S. government seized the coin, arguing that it was never meant to leave the mint. But here's where things get insane. Some experts believe that if an official 1974 aluminum penny ever hits the market, it could shatter all records and sell for up to $32 million. So the big question is, could you be holding one of these rare aluminum pennies? Here's how to check. Check the date. Look at your pennies from 1974. If it has AD, Denver Mint mark, or no mint mark at all, you might be onto something. Test the weight. A normal copper penny weighs about 3.11 grams. An aluminum penny, however, is much lighter, only 0.93 grams. Use a magnet. Aluminum is not magnetic. If your penny sticks to a magnet, sorry, it's not the rare one. Get it authenticated. If you think you have one, don't try to sell it on your own. Get it authenticated by PCGS or NGC. They can confirm whether it's the real deal. Over the years, rare pennies have sold for jaw-dropping amounts. Here are some of the most valuable ones ever. 1943 bronze penny, sold for $1.70 million. 1944 steel penny, sold for $373,000. 1958 double die penny, sold for $336,000. 1974 aluminum penny, could be worth $32 million. But if an official 1974 aluminum penny were to hit the auction block, it could become the most expensive penny ever sold in history. So, is it possible that you have a $32 million penny sitting in your house right now? It's unlikely, but not impossible. Even if you don't have the rare aluminum penny, there are plenty of valuable pennies out there. So, always check your change. You never know what hidden treasure you might find. Before you go, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another coin treasure hunt. And tell me in the comments, what's the most valuable coin you have ever found? Let's talk rare coins! Thanks for watching and happy collecting!